Hi guys, I'm Kristen Stewart
And I'm Angela Couch.
with your dynamic duo in Parkside Realty Group. We'd like to be your resource for information, and the topic that's really strong right now that we thought we'd go over is the market.
Today.
Um, the market today is tough.
Yes.
There's a lot of inventory, a lot of competition.
Yeah, and a 6 to 9 month wait.
Right. So the market now is running that 6 to 9 months because there is so much flux of inventory and there is a lot of new construction. The good and bad. The new construction is a lot of frame. So some of our existing, which majority are block, I would say, have an advantage because they are a little bit better builds. Downside is the new builds are a lot of these builders are becoming a little bit more they're definitely more competitive in trying to get this inventory moved and get it out the door, and they're offering lots of different incentives.
So let's just say you're meeting with a listing agent and you want to list your property, and your questions are, how do I get my home ready? Well, it's how do you get your home ready for the market today? So, and the market today is your home is competing with brand new builds, new flooring, new AC, new roof, new everything. Also, lower percentage rates because they're offering it, these builders are offering lower percentage rates, all new appliances, they're throwing in washer and dryers, and they're throwing in incentives. So you have a lot going against you. And a lot of people on the buyers, it's more of that, I might not be able to get my dream home right now, but I can get the home I can afford. And it's going to be new. I'm not going to have to replace anything. I'm not going to have to fix anything. And I can get my dream home with the pool later. So it really changes how your home is placed in the game. Even though you may feel that your home has better quality, stronger build, better build, more amenities, it still can't compete against that lower monthly payment as well as those incentives that bring those buyers in.
Right. We're competing against people who are driven by price.
Yes.
Which a lot of us are.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of us are driven by price, and
it's comfort of living.
Is my quality of life going to be worth that much more every month?
Stress.
And with a lot of builders are doing, like she said, the interest rate, the buy downs, even 3-2-1 buy downs, where they buy down the interest rate, and every year it increases a little bit, but they're hoping by the time it would increase, they could refinance because maybe interest rates on a whole are lower.
And we have had buyers that have bought into the higher interest rate and they're still waiting for it to come down to be able to refinance.
Right.
So that's another aspect too of being locked into too high of an interest rate where you're hoping it's only going to be a short amount of time, but you're still stuck in waiting for that change.
Right. And the builders are even offering, like she said, their extra appliances or extra features or money or credits towards buying the interest rate down or buying down a loan or towards your closing costs. And they're always willing to pay that buyer broker. They always have been. They know the buyers brokers are the ones that bring in the different buyers and have a higher reach than they do. So it's not the end of the world. The market's not shut down. Inventory is still moving regularly, but you have to be competitive. You have to be willing to have flex, not only in your price, in your terms, concessions. The house has got to be in good shape. They don't want to do work, especially when they can buy something.
If you know that something is wrong, fix it. And another thing too is that with the interest rates, it's very difficult to try and compete with that with your existing home towards those construction loans.
Right. And there are lenders right now that are offering on existing homes 3-2-1 buy downs. So ask your agent if you can partner with flyers and have flyers on property that say, hey, here's a lender that's willing to do that on this house. Yeah, my interest rate might not be low forever, but I'm willing to, if that's what you really need to make this house work, we can partner with people that will help make that happen for you.
Also, buyers brokers are pushing for their minimum, percentage and they have the power to push that. Also, another negotiating aspect too is if you've got solar that is on your home where it's not paid off, it is going to be extremely difficult for you to negotiate those terms without closing that with the deal of the sale, as well as those commission numbers are harder to negotiate for the buyer's brokers because the buyers have the power. If you negotiate the solar and you negotiate the buyer broker, you could lose the deal.
I would always negotiate.
Yes.
I would always open the
try.
lines. Always try. Make an offer, make a counter offer. You might go back and forth a couple times, but you need to find where they are to decide whether or not that number and that bottom line can work for you or not. Once you reach that bottom line and the buyer says, yeah, this is kind of where I'm at, and you can decide. And that when you make that decision, you want to make that decision so that I don't regret it. I don't regret walking away from that. It wasn't where I needed to be. And that's okay. There'll be another.
Just know where you are in the game.
Right.
It's just the way it is. It's always, our job is to provide you with the information. It's to give you, all the facts that we have in front of us, what we're dealing with, what we see, what's going on. We did just have a buyer looking at a property and they chose a new build, and that's not the first one this year. So,
No, then it's the competition.
Yeah.
There's a lot of competition, and you're finding a lot of buyers. We've even worked with some buyers recently that they're very indecisive because there's so much options,
inventory,
so much inventory for them to pick from. Well, I just want to see a few more. Oh, this really fits me. I really like it. Oh, I just want to see a few more.
Yeah.
So you're dealing with that. So how do we convince them that this is not only the right house, but the right move? And there's a lot of things that need to go into that. Price is a huge factor. How much work is a huge factor. And like Angela said, this solar is only really developed into more of a thing in the last, 5 years or so, where, people are then, I like the idea of solar. And a lot of people have been talked into it. Well, but I have to take on an additional debt or additional
existing
payments.
contract.
Or the seller's in a place where, I have to pay it off to make this work. And it does create there's a lot of aspects in negotiations nowadays.
It adds to their numbers.
Right.
It adds to their numbers and the bottom line of what they're paying per month. Yep.
And yours. You lean on your people, your experts, your people around you, your agents to help you figure out how to be creative, how to figure things out.
What you need to get done.
Right.
How you need to prepare, how you need to prep.
And the biggest takeaway is, even though the market's really tough right now and it's really discouraging for a lot of people because it changed so quickly, is that keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Keep taking those steps. Keep packing the house. Keep cleaning it up. Keep addressing the things that you find. Keep moving forward with the intention that this will be done.
Yeah, definitely.
It's one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
13 years doing this is one of the biggest things. Intention. And it will come.
Yeah,
it will come.
And the more the more you pack up, the more you clean up the house, and even your agent should be able to come in and take fresh shots of anything that was remodeled. We had one recently redo their bathroom, so we
clean up landscaping.
Yeah, we revised photos. So have them revise photos for you and clean up anything, and also on your feedbacks from your agents and your buyers when they come through and they give feedbacks. If there's things that you can fix, do your best to do it. Because when they enter that home, they're trying to picture themselves in it.
Right.
And when you don't know how many homes they're walking through that day, but you want yours to be the one they pick.
Right.
So be in the game mind of making yours the home they want to pick.
And we hope this kind of helps shed some light. We know it's tough. We know it's discouraging.
It's slow, and you're waiting.
Right. And your agents are there. Lean on them. The ideas and marketing plans and strategies are never going to hurt. You're a team. Work it together.
Yeah.
But if there's other topics and things you want us to talk about, we'd gladly like to discuss them and give options and thoughts on it and expertise and experience towards it.
Just shoot us a message and we'll definitely put it on our list to address and have a topic about.
Have a great day. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.